What's going on, guys? Some of you may know me, some of you may not. My name is JJ Hernandez. I was the sales manager for Iman Gadzi and also was on Alex Hermozi's sales team over at Gym Launch. And I thought I'd start this into a series and just keep reviewing and, well, I don't want to say roasting, but reviewing popular sales reps, salespeople, Hermozi, Iman, review them and actually let you know if they're doing well or not. So let's get into part 2 of this series with our everybody's favorite, Mr. Andy Elliot. Let's see this. I've never watched this, so let's check it out.
It's simple, easy peasy. Deal?
Well, my husband is listening, and he's shaking his head no. All right, that's it. So you're not willing to come down a little bit?
I don't like cheap stuff. You probably don't like cheap stuff either.
All right.
All right, looks like it's going to be a good one. Let's see. I don't know. I can already tell you guys, I mean, like, just genuinely speaking, I don't think it's super important to be sold how you want to be sold to, but just I would think the majority of people with that confrontational approach, just seeing that already is not fun. So let's check it out.
Barbara. Hi, is this Barbara?
Hi, I just missed your call. Who is it?
Hi, this is Andy with Master Movers. How you doing today?
Oh, good. How are you?
Good. You better be having the best day of your life. Are you?
Well, if I got a showing on my house, I would.
Well, I'm going to drive down there myself, and
Actually, a really, really good opener. He's bringing the energy. This is really, really good. It's not like cheesy rapport. It's actually like, I like this guy, right? That's actually really good.
I'm going to show it, and I'm going to sell it today. And I don't even want a commission. That's how much I love you. So I got you. So don't worry about that. Listen, you got the best attitude in the world. By the way you answered the phone, I was like, this lady's having a good day. I love it. Barbara, I wanted to reach out real quick with Master Movers. You reached out. We gave you kind of an estimate. Maybe it was earlier this week. I was supposed to call you yesterday, but it's just been psycho crazy. It seems like after the new year, everybody's moving. Are you still moving February 26th?
No, we don't have it.
So good. So good, actually. Like, decent rapport, brought the energy up, and then went right into, not really an agenda, but the frame of the call, why I'm calling, what's going on, and then also having the dates set in stone. Great stuff, leveraging the fact that I was supposed to call you yesterday and that we're busy, so to insinuate that like there's business and they're busy and that they're high value. Actually pretty good.
Date yet because we haven't sold our house yet.
I got it. Okay. So basically, you know you're going to be moving. You're going to sell your house. Once you sell your house, then you're going to make the move and let's roll. Is that correct?
Yeah, as long as we put a contingency contract in on another house.
Okay.
So, and they accepted it. So as long as nobody else comes along and without a contingency and takes it from us, yeah, we still plan on buying that house.
Good job. Okay. Well, listen. Number one, you got a lot of. By the way, like I know how life goes. When you're selling your house, which by the way, you're going to sell your house quickly. I just know that's how it's going to work. Okay. You're going to sell your house.
I thought you just said you were bringing somebody by today.
I'm going to buy it myself if I have to because that's how committed I am to you. But I know this whenever I tell you this, that the properties are moving in the area very quickly. So I know you're going to sell your house. It's not a matter of if, it's just when. It'll probably sell in the next week or two. You got a contention in on another home. So it sounds like you got a lot going on in your life and you're juggling. So what I would like to do is that I would like to be the moving company that takes care of all the moving for you when this move takes place. Now listen, I don't care when it is. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, if it's a month, if it's in 2 months, if it's in 3 months, I really don't care. We get booked up. If you go to online, like we have a fully refundable deposit. It's of $100. Where literally when you call us, you're guaranteed to get a booking. We'll have 2 trucks ready, and whatever day you tell us, we're going to be there. We're going to knock it out. And we'll crush it and kick butt, and you don't have anything to worry about. And basically, if you go to our website, Master Movers, you'll see we have 700 reviews. The closest person in the area has 40 reviews closest to us. So I just want to tell you that we're the best of the best. We eat, sleep, and breathe moving. We do a great job, and you sound like an amazing lady.
In the online space, this is just too much. It's very old school, push. He's selling with conviction. And even like, I mean, he has no authority to say your house is going to sell super, super fast. Like, how do you know that? You know, if it wasn't this super nice lady, they'd be like, yeah, right, buddy. How do you know that? Who told you? Like, where are you getting this? Like, what makes you think it'll be dead in 1 to 2 weeks? That's just how it works. Like, but the conviction is so high Like, he believes in what he's saying so much, and the tonality behind what he's saying and how he's saying it sounds so believable. She starts to question her own beliefs, and she starts to believe him. That's probably the biggest value here, but this is such a long tangent. Like, people don't pay attention this long, even if he's saying the most amazing stuff, but it's just like convincing. And I also think this was super, super early to just go ahead and throw this out. I mean, I get it was a follow-up, but there could have been a little bit more probing and understanding of, like, okay, cool, like, why haven't you pulled the trigger? Why this? Why that? I mean, granted, I don't know the context behind the scenario. Like, I don't know what all this looks like, but I just think it's a little early. You didn't really isolate anything. They're just kind of like throwing it out there and like getting her to commit by just conviction, which can work sometimes, but not ideal every single time.
So what I would like to do, if you're okay with that, is I would like to be the person that's going to do the move for you and to tell you that I want to have your back. I want to take care of all that for you. And when that house gets sold, I want you to just message us. We'll stay in touch with you, and we'll send you an email that'll tell you how to reach out to us. And you just say, hey, this is the date. We're ready to roll. And that's it. And we put a $100 deposit down. If you decide not to use that, it's fully refundable, but I'll put you on the schedule. So for 2024, when you call us, we'll take care of it. And that way it's all done. You're a call away, and it's guaranteed no matter what, that we'll take care of you.
Okay.
It's simple, easy peasy. And look, and you sound like a busy lady too. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andy. A lot of you leave comments telling me that you need help. Do me a favor. I'm going to tell you the best way to get a hold of me. Shoot me a text message right now, 918-210-0254. 918-210-0254. I'll help you with whatever you need. I got your back for life. Let's get back to the video. Like you sound.
Anything you need? I need somebody to clean my house. You got me, Andy? Just kidding.
Super busy. So it sounds like you.
I have my own business, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to tell you, when I talk to people, you sound like a runner and a gunner. You sound like you got a lot of things going on.
Honestly, I think he could have closed there if he would have just shut up. He could have just stayed quiet after dropping the price, and then I think he would have closed her, genuinely. But all this talking, it's just like, all right, you're just pushing too hard. Commission breath. You smell it.
Barbara, I'm going to tell you how this goes. You're literally going to get an email. You're going to get a text message. You're just going to reach out to us. You're going to say, hey, it's going to be March 23rd.
I'll compare this to productive procrastination, meditation, journaling, all this other stuff that's like not progressing you towards your goals. It's like, it's fluff. This may seem like value, but it's not. It's just you're saying so much. People need to convince themselves. If it comes from you, it doesn't mean shit. If it comes from them, it means everything. So everything he's saying, just full transparency, it's not going to mean anything. Like, she has to have that belief. And I think he did a decent job of like trying to convince her and give her the conviction in himself and what he's selling and what he's offering. But he didn't give her an opportunity to even like process everything. Because every time she's like, it's just like, it's way too much. Like, if this was in, he'd probably walk away. Like, genuinely. Like, well, let's see where it goes.
February 26th, I need 2 trucks. And then we got you. I'm going to take care of you. You're going to be blown away. It's going to be the easiest experience. And anything you need along the way, I got you. And it's very simple. I'm just going to put you on the books. We're going to put down hypothetically, March 1 or something, which obviously it doesn't really matter to me. But we'll communicate before then. And if it's sooner or if it's later, I want to be the person to take care of you. And like I said, go look at our reviews. We're on fire. But we book up so... Yeah, and we just...
I know you. You've got a great reputation.
Good. Well, bottom line is that you sound like an amazing lady, okay? And I don't say this lightly. I talk to people every single day on the phone. You sound a lie. No, listen. Hey. Okay, hold on. Listen, hey, people got bullshit meters, okay? And I'm going to tell you something. There's no bullshit meter that you're having a good day. The first thing that I said is you better be having the best day of your life, because I knew that you were. Most people that I call, they sound asleep, they sound tired, they're cranky, they sound like they just rolled out of bed. You sound like you're kicking butt. I'm like, dude, I need to go hang out with her and have some coffee. I need to get some of what you're getting.
Man, I swear to God that people have seen this and have tried to emulate it and think that this works. If this was someone on my sales team, we would probably end the call review because there's no value. Like, this is, you can't. It's just so, I'm sure, like, if you just really take a step back and really really look at this, like, it's almost No offense to Andy Elliot. I mean, it works for him. I hope he closes this one. It's just a little cringy. It's cringy. It's borderline unauthentic. But I mean, it's authentic to him, so I guess it kind of works for his personality. But if somebody else tried to do this, it's like, oh yeah, you're the best. And it's just like, and if it wasn't this lady specifically, it'd be like, dude, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get off. Yeah, whatever. Cool. You trying to hype me up, man? Just get you want that commission, bro? I ain't getting your shit.
But I just want to be the one to take care of you. Our reputation's great. You're an amazing lady. I just want to basically put.
He's saying the same thing. He's oh, you're an amazing lady. Your reputation. Check out our website. Our reputation's great. Like he's just talking his way into a sale or just pushing his way through. This is so old school. So old school.
$100 on a deposit. I'll set it up. I'll send you over a receipt. And then, by the way, I want to let you know something. That whatever date is good for you, when you decide you want to do it, you let us know, and we will deliver and execute, and I will take care of you every step of the way. I give you my word.
All right.
Is that okay?
I'll make a deal. I'll make a deal with you.
Tell me.
Make a deal?
Tell me.
Okay. You buy my house, okay? Because we're afraid we're going to lose this other house.
You're not going to lose it.
You buy my house today, and we'll go with you.
Well, here's what I'll tell you. I can't buy your house because my wife already got a house. But I will tell you this, is that I know how this works, okay? If you believe you're going to sell it, it'll sell. And you believe it and I believe it. We're going to put a $100 deposit down. It's non-refundable if it doesn't sell, which means I give it back to you. And me and you are going to move forward that this house is going to get sold. Fair?
Okay, well, let me tell you where I'm coming from. If we lose this other house, we're taking our house off the market. I'll tell you why.
Did you say it's not refundable?
It'll sell. And you believe it and I believe it. We're going to put a $100 deposit down. It's non-refundable if it doesn't sell, which means I give it back to you. And me and you are going to move forward that this house is going to get sold. Fair?
Okay, well, let me tell you where I'm coming from. If we lose this other house, we're taking our house off the market.
Am I crazy? Does that not make sense? It's non-refundable if it does not sell? I don't know. Don't want to overthink that.
I'll tell you why. Because I've looked at about 2 dozen houses, and there isn't one out there that I would want.
Okay.
This one.
Okay, good. So here's what we're going to do. And I'm going to tell you this. You're going to love me, and I already love you, okay? Do me a favor. Say fully refundable.
You want me to say it?
Yep, just say it with me. Say fully refundable.
Fully refundable.
Okay, fully refundable means we're going to put $100 on a deposit, and it's fully refundable. And I want you to know this. I believe that you're going to sell your house, and you've already told me that you're not going to buy anything else, right? If this house sells, which means we only have one choice, one chance, and one belief. Your house is going to sell. Someone's going to show up and buy it. You're going to buy that other house. Me and you are going to take action on a fully refundable deposit of $100 and put our belief in this is going to happen. And in the event that I'm wrong, you get your $100 back. In the event that I'm right, I'm taking care of the moving for you. Deal?
Well, my husband is listening, and he's shaking his head no.
You've got to start making decisions like this has already happened, like we've already sold your house.
Well, our house has been on the market for 2 weeks, and we have not had one showing yet.
Okay, now listen to me. Do we want good, positive energy in that home or negative energy in that home? Hold on, I'm just asking. Listen to me. Hey.
I don't believe in that kind of stuff.
Okay, have you ever walked into some...
Dude, I swear, if this was anyone else, they would be like, shut the fuck up. Granted, I think he'd taken a different approach. I think Andy's good enough to understand. Maybe he's personalizing this to this lady in particular. But, I mean, if it wasn't this lady, I mean, come on, this shit would never work.
House, and when you did, you can feel the cold.
And the reason, okay, let me give you guys context on why that wouldn't work. Just because I just don't want to make this like I'm not trying to roast him in this case, but it's just literally like, what is the value behind, there's no urgency being built there. He's not making her realize the pain that she has. Like, I mean, granted, you're selling a $100 deposit for potentially moving, on a random time and date. Like, I mean, granted, like, he is trying to make something happen out of nothing, which I can respect, but he's not pushing her forward in a direction that makes sense for her. Because Everyone makes decisions based on emotion. They compensate logically. What he's trying to do is get her to emotionally buy into this by talking about the energy, this and that, and blah, 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 blah. But I do think he could have taken an entirely different angle. This whole, like, talking into her and great energy and stuff like it's... And I see it. I see why he's doing it. But think about the emotional buy-in of just saying, like, when's the last time you moved? And then she'll be like, I don't know, maybe 2009 or whatever it is, right? Okay, and how stressful is that? How bad is moving? You understand that. When's the last time you helped somebody move? Never. Exactly, because you never want to do it. Because you know how bad it is. All right? Exactly. Now think about when that day does come. And you're ready to move, you sell the house, and it can happen, I don't know, it can happen tomorrow, it can happen next week, it can happen X amount of days. And you don't have to deposit down. And you know we're the best. You know we're going to do X, Y, Z. I mean, that's extra stuff. You don't have to say all that stuff. But, and you don't have a moving company. Either you're one, going to pay way more money because it's on the spot, and no one's there to help you. Or two, you're going to have a shit job. TV could break. Table gets scratched up. The painting of you and your kids broken. Think about the cost of not doing this. It's just a $100 deposit just to ensure that you get what you want when you want it. I don't think it's $100 here if you look past it. What is this really worth to you? And then at that point, like, I mean, boom, like, and the way I say it, how I say it, is emotional buy into it. Because you start thinking, like, oh, fuck. Well, I don't want to have some homeless dude move my shit. And I don't want to pay $10,000 for a moving company on the same day. I think it's a good point. The stuff that he's doing here is just not moving the needle forward.
Of the house, you can feel like there's no love in that home. I'm just asking, like, dude, when you walk into a house, like the love that the family has, the belief that the family has, like that energy generates into people, and they feel that. Because I've walked into homes before and it felt cold. I didn't feel like it was my new place to be in. It didn't feel warm to me, and I didn't want to stay there for long. Maybe if we quit second guessing, right, then maybe that this will go through and this will happen. Like, this is the law of the way things work. I hate to say this,
okay,
but
let me say one other thing. When Eric, I really like Eric. He was wonderful. He was thorough. He did a great job. We had another estimate, and I showed it to him. And this other estimate was from a 5-star moving company also, and this estimate was $2,200, and it was with 2 trucks and 4 men. So I gave him the name of the company, and I gave him the estimate, and he was going to go home and look to see where the differences were, to see what they're not including, that you're including, and whatever. So I would like to find that, whatever homework he ended up with.
yeah, so there were 2 things. Number one, they only had 40 reviews, and we have 700. So what that means is they're deleting the bad reviews. They've only got 40, and if you go look at their other locations that they have, they've got bad reviews at those other locations. So I don't want to speak for them, but what I want you to do is this. I always say this, look, people make decisions with their gut. It's like, who's going to serve you the best? Who's going to...
Sales 101, never talk down on other companies. I think he knows that. But again, he's fishing, trying to get this closed. I would have just been like, hey, totally fine. And remind me of that company? Okay, look it up for me really quick. How many reviews do they have? Okay, then pull us up here next to them. How many do we have? And do me a favor, just look up what are the other locations. Any random one, just pick one. Still 4 stars? No, a couple bad ones. Okay. Yeah. And I don't have other locations, but hey, look at what are the locations. Still 5 stars? Yeah. Exactly. Now, granted, yeah, you could totally pay less by all means in this case. But do you want the cheapest or do you want the best? As far as service, what are you looking for?
take care of you and your husband the best. And when you say things like, well, no one's looked at our house, well, no one's done this, well, no one's done this, I feel like that isn't what we need to do. I feel like what we need to do is that we need to say, hey, you know what? This is going to happen. And by the way, listen to me. You can either have the right to believe me or not to believe me. But I think that there's something inside of you that says, you know what? Maybe the reason why things haven't went the way that we wanted is because we're not believing that they're going to happen that way. And I just want to...
Can you do me a favor? Can you meet halfway between the two estimates?
That means this. I think our quote is 4222, okay? Yeah. Right? And then we're going to show up. You're going to get 110%.
I'm going to tell you right now, this lady gave no fucks about what he was saying this entire time. This was the real concern, was the pricing difference. That was her biggest concern. If you would have just asked her some questions, you could have figured that out after like 3-4 questions.
Customer satisfaction. We're going to come into the home. We're going to make sure that we do everything right. We're going to make sure that nothing gets broken. The stress of a move. Listen, and by the way, I want to say something, and this is no disrespect to people, but we vet our people and our movers very heavily, and we pay them really well. What we've learned is a lot of these moving companies, they'll go and hire, kids. They'll hire college kids. They'll hire high school kids to move, that they can pay $10 an hour. Your entire move, you've been in your house probably 5 to 7 years or something. All that stuff that's going to get moved and go into this new home.
Assuming, never assume.
You don't want the wrong people moving that stuff. They'll break it, they'll crack it, they'll damage it, they'll mess it up. And at the end of the day, we're trying to save $1,000. I promise you, the headache, the frustration, the heartbreak of having someone come in and not only having amateurs around your home. Remember, these people will be in your new home and they will be in your old home. And these people, they're amateurs. So I just want to tell you this. And by the way, I've heard a lot of this, and I didn't want to get into this, but at the day of the move, when they have all your stuff in the truck and they're like, well, we made a mistake, it's going to cost more. And you're like, you better be joking right now. And they're like, no, it's not a joke. And then they've got your stuff in the truck. Listen, I've heard a lot of this stuff, and I just want to tell you this. Look, you're only going to move once. You're going to move into this new house. You're going to be happy. Moving is a pain in the ass. It's the truth.
All right. That's good. So you're not willing to come down a little bit?
Well, it's not willing to come down. I'm not going to do a bad job, and I'm not going to hire kids to move your stuff. I want to make sure that your stuff's taken care of. And at the end of the day, if you've never had a nightmare experience, I'll tell you this. Like, listen, I don't like cheap stuff, and you probably don't. You probably don't like cheap stuff either.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay.
All right, but listen, before I give you my visa, I want it in writing that I get my money back if we take our house off the market, because we are taking our house off the market if I lose this other house. 100%.
It's fully refundable. When I get your information, I'm going to send it over. This is fully refundable, and everything is listen to me. I eat, sleep, and breathe moves. I know who you are. If for some reason this house sells and yours doesn't sell, it was a great conversation today, and I got a lot of value out of talking to you. But we are going to make this move for you.
Okay.
Your house is going to sell. What is the expiration date on the card you want to use? Okay, and what's the full name on the card? That's my girl. All right, what's the CVC? Okay, and what is the card number?
Name again?
My name is Andy, A-N-D-Y, like Raggedy Ann and Andy. But I promise you this, and I give you my word, I know what's going to happen. Someone's going to sell your house, and it's going to sell, and you're going to move into your new home. You're going to be really happy, and I guarantee you're going to look back and be, son of a buck, man. I talked to that guy on the phone, and he was like, dude.
If this was for $100, I mean, yes, he got it, but literally she's like, all right, I'll do it. Like, she was just so fed up in the conversation that she just was like, oh, fuck it. Like, just shut the fuck up. I'll pay, whatever. I can't lose. You're not going to stop. I mean, he got her to that point, but this is not something that I would emulate. This is not something that I would take and think that this is good. I would not. Honestly, like, this is like a 3 out of, maybe even a 2 out of 10. Yeah, the best thing I could say is great conviction throughout the entire process. His conviction and how he spoke, the way he was able to transfer her, is a transference of belief. Like, he believed that, yes, this is what you need, this is going to be beneficial for you, and transferred it over to her. That's what sales is, yes. But just this whole rambling, I mean, dude, if we did the talk time ratio, it was like he was talking 70, maybe 80% of the time, and she was talking 20. Not the fundamentals. That is totally against fundamentals. No.
I need to believe that this is going to happen. I really, truly believe that where the focus flows, the energy goes. Let's get ready to make this move. Let's go around. Let's get excited. Call your realtor today and say, man, let's go get an open house on this sucker this next weekend. You know, let's do some extra moves. Tell your realtor, say, let's do some extra moves. I'll make sure the house is clean, smelling good, candles lit. Let's get an open house going.
Yeah, we did all that. They came in and took videos and
yeah. Just tell them, say, guys, let's do it again. Say, I don't want to be one of these properties that you list. Remember, you got to get in their butt a little bit. Say, I don't want to be one of these properties that you list, and then we're just waiting for someone to just bump into it. Say, I want to be proactive. What else can we be doing? There's got to be something else. You know, like push your realtor a little bit. I promise you this. If you stay in front of him, remember this: out of sight, out of mind. Be in his face daily, and they're going to sell your place. I know they are. Okay. And we're making this deal together, okay? And by the way, what is the billing address on the card? Okay, and the zip? Okay, beautiful. Well, number one, I want to tell you, Barbara, I hope we're both having a better day after this phone call. I know I am. You hear me?
Okay, well, I mean, I do want to tell you that Eric, like I said, Eric did a wonderful, wonderful job, and I did like him the best out of everybody. He just...
So are you saying you like Eric better than me? I'm just kidding. No, Eric, hey, listen. Eric, the reason why I was teasing. The reason why I'm calling is because Eric told me that you were one of the nicest customers that he's talked to all year long. And he goes, Andy, you got to talk to her. I know.
Dude, it's too much. So much. Like it doesn't even feel genuine anymore. It's just, now it feels super unauthentic.
I know. Remember, master the tongue. You're an amazing lady. Thank you. And tell your husband I said I appreciate you. Even I didn't get to talk to him, tell him to have a blessed day.
You don't want to talk to him.
Well, go give him a big kiss for me, okay? And you have a great day, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll send you the information. Let's get that house sold.
So you're going to send me something. You have my email address. You're going to send me that it is refundable.
Yes.
If we take our house off the market.
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to send you everything you need. I give you my word. Okay. It's coming to you.
I'm telling you, if I lose this other house, I'm not moving.
I know, but we're not going to say that again because you're not going to lose it and you're going to sell your house, okay?
Okay.
I'll believe enough for both of us, but I need you to believe with me, okay?
Okay, Andy.
All right, I'll see you soon, sweetie. Okay.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye. Okay.
Oh!
Hey.
Oh my God.
Go. Dude, hey, that's called relentless. See, you guys thought I lost it, and I knew the whole time I was going to get it.
I mean, I'll be super transparent. Not everybody would push that hard on it, right? Like, I think a lot of people will be like, it's not closable, not a lot of opportunities. I do give him the respect where it's due, where he did make the effort to be able to close her. Because, again, a lot of closers would not do that. They would not take the time. They would think there's no opportunity, there's no gap. But she was not a hard ass, for lack of a better term. I think she was pretty easygoing. I think the reason why he said you guys thought I lost it was because, I mean, he was just fucking rambling. And, like, he was like, dude, I can't get embarrassed in front of these dudes. Like, it's either the prospect sells you on why they can't do it or the closer sells them on why they can. And all Andy knew was, like, I can't get embarrassed in front of my guys here. I need to close this shit. And so I guarantee if he was maybe behind closed doors, it's Andy Elliot. Maybe, who knows? He'll probably do the same thing behind closed doors. But if there's not people watching you, sometimes you don't push that hard, right? But, I mean, he got it. Great. But it's just not exemplary, not something that I would watch and be like, okay, cool, let me teach this to other people. If you want to learn how to actually sell, and again, actually, let me take that back because I don't want to say actually sell. Andy has some decent teachings, but if you want to learn how to sell fundamentally and have people almost sell themselves into doing it and not have to really feel like you're convincing and pushing people along this plank into an oblivion where you just push them over like Andy did here, then click the link in the description below. I've got a free community where you can learn from myself, where, again, I've worked with Alex Ramosi, Iman Gadzi, and closed millions and millions of dollars in sales, and I can teach you how to sell properly. Andy, I hope you see this, man. You're great.